Prince William sat comfortably beside the hosts, smiling as the early morning sea air drifted through the cafe near the beach. The atmosphere felt warm, relaxed, and deeply personal. From the very beginning of the interview, there was a sense that this was not going to be a formal royal appearance. Instead, it felt like a genuine conversation between people enjoying a peaceful morning together. As laughter filled the room and cups of tea were passed around, William opened up in a way that royal fans rarely get to witness. One of the most emotional moments came when the conversation turned toward Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales. The hosts asked William how proud he felt after Catherine's recent public appearances and her return to royal duties following such a difficult period in her life. His expression softened immediately, and his words carried real emotion. "I'm very, very proud," he said warmly. "She's been amazing. She's been through so much in the last couple of years particularly." The sincerity in his voice instantly touched listeners. It was clear that this was more than a royal statement. It was a husband speaking honestly about the woman he loves and admires deeply. William explained that Catherine had been looking forward to the recent Italy trip for quite some time. According to him, she had thrown herself completely into preparing for it, spending countless hours researching and reading through documents related to her work and engagements. "She spends God knows how much time now looking through all the paperwork," he laughed. "She's a proper pro on early years." The future king jokingly admitted that Catherine's dedication sometimes takes over their evenings at home. "Most evenings I'm fighting to get past all the paperwork she's got lined up ready to read," he teased. The comment drew laughter from everyone in the room, but it also highlighted how committed Catherine remains to the causes closest to her heart. Even after everything she has faced, she continues to work tirelessly behind the scenes. William revealed that Catherine returned from Italy buzzing after the successful trip. He seemed genuinely relieved and happy to see her slowly stepping back into public life with confidence again. "She came back buzzing," he said proudly. The hosts then brought up another charming moment from the trip that surprised many royal watchers: Catherine speaking Italian. William admitted that even he had no idea she could do it. "I didn't actually know," he laughed. "She must have dusted that off from a while ago." The room erupted into laughter again, and the moment perfectly captured the easygoing chemistry William has with Catherine. It also showed how even after years of marriage, the Princess of Wales can still surprise him. But the most emotional words came when William reflected on how important Catherine is to their family. "She's an amazing mom, an amazing wife, and literally our family couldn't cope without her," he said sincerely. "She's been absolutely stunning. Really has." Those words immediately resonated with royal fans everywhere. There was no royal script, no carefully crafted statement. It felt honest, emotional, and deeply personal. William's admiration for Catherine was impossible to miss. He also admitted that while Catherine is eager to do more public engagements, they are being careful not to push too quickly. "Away trips like that take a lot out of you," he explained. "You're on permanent receive and send the whole time. We have to balance that and make sure she's okay and rested." The protective side of William shone through in that moment. Even as Catherine returns to royal life, it is clear he wants to make sure her health and well-being remain the top priority. The conversation then shifted into lighter territory as the hosts asked William about family life at home. What followed gave listeners one of the most relatable glimpses into royal parenting ever heard. When asked whether mornings are chaotic in the Wales household, William laughed immediately. "It can be," he admitted. He described the madness of trying to get the children ready for school while music lessons, bags, and breakfast chaos all happen at once. "There's a guitar lesson going on in the morning," he said. "You've got to get the guitar in the car." "No, we're not taking the guitar." "Are we boarding?" "No, we're not." "Are we seeing friends?" "No, we're not." The hosts burst into laughter as William painted the picture of a busy household that sounded exactly like families everywhere around the world. He even gave a playful message to Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis live on air. "Charlotte and Lou, if you're listening, make sure you're on time please," he joked. "Make sure you're not fighting over who's listening to what this morning." The image of royal children arguing over music during the school run instantly delighted fans online. William also shared another hilarious detail about Prince Louis that had everyone laughing. "There's a lot of jam sandwiches taken in the car usually," he explained. Then came the unforgettable line. "Louis especially leaves jam fingerprints throughout the car, which is really helpful." That simple comment once again reminded people why Prince Louis has become such a beloved young royal. Even off camera, he apparently remains just as energetic and mischievous as fans imagine. The interview itself took place during William's visit to the Isles of Scilly, a place that clearly means a great deal to him personally. Looking around at the peaceful scenery and crystal clear water, William spoke emotionally about visiting the islands as a child with his parents. "It's a place like no other," he said. "It's kind of a different world down here." He explained that one of the things he loves most is the sense of freedom families can experience there. The children can go where they want here. It's safe. They can go out and explore. As the interview continued, Prince William seemed more relaxed than ever, speaking openly about the places and people that have shaped his life. Sitting beside the sea with laughter echoing through the cafe, the future king reflected warmly on the Isles of Scilly and why the islands have remained so special to him over the years. William explained that visiting the islands as a child gave him something incredibly valuable, a sense of freedom and escape from the pressures that often surrounded royal life. Looking around at the peaceful scenery, he smiled as he described the unique atmosphere of island living. "Island life down here is wonderfully family-orientated and community-based," he explained. "People just get on and enjoy themselves." It was easy to see how much the location still means to him emotionally. Unlike the intense attention that often follows the royal family elsewhere, the Isles of Scilly seemed to offer William a rare feeling of calm and normality. The way he spoke about the islands felt deeply personal, almost nostalgic, as though they represent one of the few places where he can truly switch off from royal responsibility. The hosts then brought up William's adventurous decision to swim in the freezing sea the night before arriving. Laughing immediately, William admitted he had tried to be brave. "I thought I'd be brave," he joked. "It was fresh, but it was okay." The presenters could hardly believe he had gone swimming in such cold water and quickly asked whether he had at least worn a wetsuit. William laughed again before admitting the experience was far from glamorous. "There was a lot of screaming and heavy breathing," he confessed. The entire exchange felt refreshingly normal. Rather than sounding like a future monarch, William came across like any ordinary man joking about regretting a freezing cold swim during a family holiday. It was moments like these that made listeners feel connected to him in a very human way. But beneath the relaxed humor, the interview also highlighted something far more serious: William's dedication to community projects and public service. Throughout the discussion, he spoke passionately about improving life for residents on the islands, especially when it comes to healthcare and housing. William explained that island residents often face major difficulties accessing medical care because they must travel to the mainland for treatment. The costs and logistics involved can become overwhelming for families. "The cost for them, it's a nightmare," he said sympathetically. It was obvious he had taken the issue seriously and understood the challenges local people face every day. He proudly discussed efforts to expand healthcare services on the islands so residents can receive better support closer to home. He also spoke enthusiastically about new housing projects for essential workers, including nurses, firefighters, teachers, and other key staff members who help keep the island community running smoothly. William explained that affordable housing had not been developed on this scale for decades, making the project especially important. The future king clearly believes strong communities depend on supporting the people who serve them. His passion for these projects came through naturally as he described the need for long-term sustainability and self-sufficiency on the islands. The atmosphere became even warmer when the hosts revealed they had secretly redesigned the hospital staff room with help from a furniture company. Nurses and hospital workers were shown the makeover, and their emotional reactions immediately touched everyone listening. William watched the footage with genuine admiration for the staff. "You do an amazing job here," he told them warmly afterward. "Everyone must feel super supported by all of you." Once again, listeners saw a side of William that often resonates strongly with the public. He spoke naturally with healthcare workers and seemed sincerely grateful for the work they do under difficult conditions. There was nothing overly formal or rehearsed about the interaction. Instead, it felt like real appreciation from someone who understands the importance of community support. As the interview moved into lighter territory again, the hosts challenged William with one of Britain's most famous food debates: how to properly prepare scones with jam and clotted cream. Amanda confidently explained that she spreads the cream first before adding jam on top, proudly calling it the Devonian way. William immediately smiled and revealed that his grandmother shared the same opinion. "I can only tell you what I learned from my grandmother," he laughed. "She would definitely have the cream on first." The playful discussion about cream and jam instantly created a cozy atmosphere in the cafe. William seemed completely at ease, joking about something so wonderfully British and simple. The hosts argued that jam first makes the cream slippery, while William laughed along and admitted it probably tastes delicious either way. It was another reminder of how relaxed and approachable the entire conversation felt. Royal interviews are often carefully controlled and formal, but this one felt more like friends chatting over breakfast. However, one of the biggest surprises came when the topic shifted to football. The hosts congratulated William on Aston Villa's recent Europa League victory and mentioned how emotional he appeared during the match celebrations. William laughed awkwardly, clearly aware that cameras had captured every passionate reaction. "I try to remind myself that I'm a football fan," he joked. "Then I see the following day and realize actually a lot of people are watching you." As the interview continued, Prince William's passion for football quickly became one of the most entertaining parts of the morning. The future king openly admitted that during Aston Villa's recent Europa League triumph, he completely lost himself in the excitement of the moment. "I got really into it," he said honestly with a laugh. "I've been following Villa most of my life." The comment instantly revealed just how emotionally invested William truly is in the club. While many people know he supports Aston Villa, hearing him speak so openly about what the team means to him gave fans a much deeper understanding of that connection. This was not simply a royal casually following football from a distance. William spoke like a lifelong supporter whose emotions rise and fall with every match. As he reflected on Aston Villa's success, it became clear that the club represents something much bigger to him than football alone. William described Villa as a symbol of family, tradition, loyalty, and community spirit, values that clearly resonate deeply with him personally. He explained that his love for the club began many years ago when childhood friends first took him to a Villa match. The experience stayed with him forever. "All the Brummie fans were there," he remembered fondly. "I just got totally involved in the whole scene." The way William described the atmosphere painted a vivid picture of a young prince blending into the crowd, swept up in the excitement and passion of football supporters. He spoke warmly about the energy of the fans and how connected he felt to the club from that very first experience. According to William, one of the things he admires most about Aston Villa is the strong sense of family that still surrounds the club. He explained that many supporters inherit their love for Villa through generations, with parents and grandparents passing the tradition down over time. Even in modern football, where many clubs have become massive global brands, William appreciates that Aston Villa still feels deeply connected to its local roots and community identity. "It's a real family club," he explained during the conversation. Listeners could hear the genuine affection in his voice as he spoke about the players, supporters, and culture surrounding the team. He even revealed that he has known several Aston Villa players personally for years and has followed not only their football careers but also aspects of their family lives. The hosts then playfully asked whether he has a WhatsApp group with the players. William immediately looked cautious before smiling awkwardly. "There's one or two I speak to," he admitted carefully. The room erupted into laughter at his diplomatic answer. It was another example of how naturally and comfortably William interacted throughout the interview. Rather than sounding guarded or overly rehearsed, he seemed relaxed enough to joke along with the presenters and laugh at himself. The football discussion also highlighted something royal fans do not often get to see: William as simply a passionate sports supporter. For a few moments, he was not speaking as the Prince of Wales or the future king. He was just another football fan celebrating his club's success. As the interview moved on, the hosts shifted toward another surprisingly relatable topic: music. Once again, William's answers revealed a fun and down-to-earth side of his personality that many listeners found refreshing. He admitted that he loves energetic music, especially upbeat dance tracks that help motivate him and improve his mood. "Some people say I have terrible taste in music," he laughed. The self-deprecating humor immediately made the presenters laugh as well. William seemed perfectly comfortable poking fun at himself, something that added warmth and authenticity to the entire conversation. He explained that music has always played an important role in helping him feel energized during busy periods of royal life. "I literally feel energized by the music I listen to," he said. William described enjoying songs with fast rhythms and strong beats, saying he prefers music that feels uplifting and motivational rather than emotional or sad. The hosts